Okay, so let's have a look at what's going on here. I will flip this back to here. Hopefully that's going to do the thing. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so this is just essentially a test to make sure that everything's actually working. Before I do my live streams, normally what I do is I clean up a little bit. Less clean up, more just making sure it works at the moment. So here is the live stream. Um, hopefully, it's actually working properly this time around. What I will be doing, however, is just getting my other phone just to make sure that all the audio is going together. I expect that no one's actually bothered to join up yet. That's okay. That sounds very bitchy, doesn't it? No one's joining up. Hate you all. No, it's nothing like that. I'm just going to have to move this over at a risk of making everything not work because I'm just cleaning down the screen. I made a mistake. Well, it wasn't a mistake. I did a boulder opal, and boulder opals are messy. I don't know if anyone who is on here at the moment has actually done a boulder opal, but they are ridiculous as far as messiness is concerned. So I'm just going to shift this thing over whilst I clean this little part of it. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Now just get this bit done too. What's it even looking like now? It's probably looking pretty shonky because it's just looking at a piece of timber. There we go. Alright. There we go. And there is the... Oh, that's looking good. Much better than before. There we go. Brilliant. So I'll just get that little bit in there because sometimes you just have to do this. The video settings are not quite the same as the video settings on your video player, so you have to just hedge your bets. And hedge your bets? I don't know. I'm just using words. I'm tired. It's not as hot as it was yesterday. That's why I'm out here now and taking advantage of it. But I acknowledge, ladies and gentlemen, that I have been spending a little bit of time on the birds, but people have been enjoying the birds. Well, recently they have been. So I thought, yeah, this is a good format. But if I go and I hang around too much with the birds, then obviously the opals suffer and vice versa. So what I'll do is I'll get this done first, then I will release the birds. And whether you actually get to see a lot of bird footage, well, who knows. You'll probably see a lot of me cleaning the place up, actually, because it's a household. This is not a YouTube studio or anything. It's a house. Stuff happens. We clean, we have dinner, we have lunch, we have meals, we get dressed, we do things. And, you know, daily activities of life. Can you imagine inviting somebody into your house? What you do prior to that? Well, you clean up and pretend that everything's nice. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and I'm going to grab the phone because things are looking pretty hunky-dory, quite frankly. So, game plan, guys. Is anyone here yet? No. Okay, so the game plan is very simple. We will do a little bit of cutting, but this is just for fun, really. That's why I'm happy to wait for at least one person to show up before I start the cutting. Just having a look at the live stream. Okay. No, that's good. I can hear it perfectly. Now, the one thing that I would be interested in, and I'll even pop it in the chat, if you can hear a crackling noise, please tell me. So, here we go. If you can... noise. I'm trying to pick up the audio game. Also, apparently there's streaming software out there, so okay, there's also audio software out there, and I will possibly be considering putting some kind of audio software into the mix. That's all in the future. What will I do here? I will pop this over to here. I'm just doing, it's just my phone. So just if the phone is here, hopefully that means that I'll be able to see it, and that's, oh, I've got liked. Yeah, thanks for liking me. I presume that's Don. I could be wrong. I was wrong once before. Said that before. As well as activate the unnecessarily slow dipping mechanism. All common trips by me. Right, let's have a look. This thing is doing its usual thing. This blade has really copped a shellacking from me of late, so I will have to change it. And no, I'm not going to change it this session because I don't need to. What I will do, that one just needs to be just trimmed a little bit, so that's fine. But I'm going to spend less time on this cutting machine and more on the dopping. And we're going to get, oh, look at this guy. This guy I think has got a crack in it from memory. I can never remember where the lens is. This guy's got a crack in it from memory, so what I'll be doing is I'll be just having a look, seeing, I think this guy, I'm just going to polish it up. I'm sick of dealing with it, so I'll just polish it and be done with it. What have we got here? We've got this one here, see? This guy just needs a basic general shape. So maybe what I'll do is I'll do those first, and then I will move into just some fun opals. The fun opals I've got here are these guys here. This one has some precious opal within it, quite a large knobby. I'm not going to guarantee that the precious opal is particularly good, but you can just see it on the outside. I'll try and give you a bit of a look, maybe if it's wet. I don't know. I can see some blue and some purple just sitting in there. Yeah, it comes up on the screen pretty well. So you can see that, nothing particularly spectacular. Do not adjust your set. Yeah, this is really, really poor. So we'll see if something happy comes out of that. Now these guys here, however, nothing whatsoever. But they're massive knobbies. That's why I jokingly refer to them as Trump opals. I hope nobody likes Donald Trump here. P.S. I'm from Australia, so your politics is your business if you're in the United States. But this guy, huge. And so what I'm planning on doing is just having a look at it. Now, just so that you know, I need to do a video on fossilized opals, and that video will include the formation of knobbies. Now, knobbies are formed from basically cavities that form within a marine environment, and nematodes actually make a home in that cavity, and they fill it up with debris, and eventually they form a cap. And so the cap is where the knobbies, the animals make their last stand in the cavity basically, and usually it's a mixture of sand and opal material, and that's also where the precious opal is. But you can see where the risk is, because there's sand there, might never get unsandy, and that is where the precious opal is. So yeah, there's a balance, and that's why knobby opals that have really good opals in them are worth that much, because it's actually quite a rare event to get a good one. I have just dozens of knobbies just sitting around that are never going to amount to anything, but we are going to cut some open and see if we can get something nice out of one of them. It's like a lotto. There is really no good reason to select these knobbies over any other knobbies. other than random chance. So you can see this one here. I'm looking it over at the moment. I think if I squint my mind and my eye, I can actually see some colour at the cap, but nah, nothing particularly amazing. I've got a bag full of them. Let's have a look at them here. These ones are all just random knobbies. Let's have a look. If you like that kind of content, I'm happy to just sit there slicing knobbies open. There's another one. Maybe I will put that one down. But I might also go into my cupboard and grab a few better surefire hits. Stuff like this guy. I think this one is a shell opal from the looks of things. Let me have a look. Yeah, it looks like shell opal to me. You can't tell because it's just too degraded, but yeah, it looks like a shell. As they say in Spain, or Chile actually, concha de mar. Do not get that translated. Now, I have Chilean friends, and I've decided that as you go further south with any language, basically it does a couple of things. One thing is you stop opening your mouth. The joke we have is don't open your mouth because the flies get in. But the other thing is that maybe the odd off-coloured word slips into the vocabulary. That certainly happens in Chile. So I'm just looking through my opal drawer just to find something with a nice bit of colour. Just for some funsies. I've literally got dozens of these things, so it's not a big deal. No, that isn't that one. I shall find something, don't you worry. No, this one is just requiring a bit of a shape. This one just needs a bit of shaping. So we'll use that one. Same story with this one. This one's an old boulder that I had from, 1872. Another piece of opal that just requires shaping, just there. So we'll just make a few little cabs. No dramas, just make a few cabs, finish off a few things. This one, another knobby, which has got no reason to be anything other than ordinary opal. We'll cut that one open and see what it looks like. Just one thing that you'll notice, but when we, I'll do this one because I love shaping these into cabs. This is just ordinary jelly or crystal opal, and there is no particular colour to it. But I've noticed that if you shape them the right way or put them at the correct angle, they end up having a bit of colour. So they're usually sunflash, and I love, it's a personal favourite of me, the sunflash opal. So I am going to encourage sunflash wherever I can. There's another piece of that kind of material. I'll do that with that one. Looking around, look at this nice piece of boulder, which has got a beautiful little motif on it. So I'm going to finish that one off. But we might not do all of them. By the way, we'll just go wherever we feel led, I reckon. Not that I'm, expecting to feel lead as I cut these opals, as in lead the material. This is an interesting one. We might delve into this one because the opal itself faces just on that thin slither, right? It doesn't face there, so we'll see if we can do something about refacing it. These things are always fun. Let me just look over. I'll look at the reverse side of this opal, but that probably will be in the deep distant future. And I'm just going to get, if you remember the Opal Battleship that we were playing, I'm going to get G1 out of Opal Battleship if I don't break it, because I glued it on. It seemed like a good idea at the time. That's kind of why I stopped, because getting them off got harder and harder. That sound that you heard was an opal snapping. As an aside, don't glue opals to timber blocks. It doesn't actually work out. There we go. And I'll get this one out too because it fell off whilst I was doing it. Okay, so these two. I think we've got enough to go on now. That red is just some of the marker pen. Well, let's get things going with our battleship. Let's see what happens. Is that the correct one? It's got so many water. Yep, there we go. Oh, actually, there is one more thing. And I will show you this because it's kind of cool. I'm not sure if you saw this last time round, but I also recover materials. And it's also a demonstration of precision, whether you can literally cut a circuit board through this lengthways. So what I'll do is I'll just very carefully cut this down here. I'm not intending for this to become an episode of Will It Blend, but you know, will it cut? Circuit board dust. Don't breathe this. Right. So there we go. From the side, see a nice and this is a circuit board which has some gold in it this time around, which is good. Here goes nothing. I lost focus. Get back in there, come on. That last bit was terrible. See if I can drag it back. I don't like that noise. Sounds like I've... No, I haven't. No, what do you know? Thought I'd gone through the outside. Oh boy, nearly done, hopefully. If I make no mistakes, it'll work. But the very end is where you make the most mistakes. Come on. You can do this. Ah! Just at the very end. Oh well, I'll just cut this out. Oh, it suddenly makes a pig's breakfast of the whole thing. Oh well. Oh boy, staying on task for such a precision cut is really quite difficult. I'm just checking. Where's the... Okay, I think the final piece needs to be here. Oh well, that wasn't as good as I was hoping for, but never mind. At least I've got one side done. Right, what I'll do is I'll very carefully just take this silicone off. So maybe one day I'll do a circuit or a chip from here, and I'll also do a belemnite, so I could call the stream fish and chips. Yeah, I went there. Dad jokes, can't avoid them. I'll do the other side later, seeing it was more dog's breakfasty. And I'll get onto the opals too, very shortly. So I'm not going to do a real massive job of this one, but I'll just get most of the stuff off. There we go. Now I'm not sure how commercial a procedure that is, but can be done. There you go. I reckon it looks kind of cool. So, that was a tough cut actually. I know it doesn't look like much, but it really does take quite a effort to cut one of those. And also it was more to just demonstrate that when you're doing opal cutting, you really can cut these things to quite an amazing level of precision. As in, this circuit board is not even a millimetre thick, and so I can get the cut to within a millimetre, which is pretty good. And I'm not saying I'm so good, because I would posit that most opal cutters can do stuff like that. Right, so let's have a look what we've got here. Let's just quickly get our Opal battleship underway. Just carving off the red ink. Something seems to have blunted my equipment. Okay, so having a look here, you can see how there is just a crack just here, pretty much, just there. So I'm going to take that off. Also going to carve along here, see if we can get to the side of the crack to see what that looks like. So basically what I'm doing here, for those who are not in the know, I am cutting away the material that needs to be cut in an order of which is the most disfiguring, I suppose, or the least critical material. So what I can see here is that little dark patch there, that coincides with that crack pretty well. But I can also see that there is a clear patch. Now that clear patch sometimes is crystal opal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut along the white potch side of things. Have a look. That cleaved along the crack quite nicely. And it also left a shard that I might be able to turn into a pointer. So that's good. Next thing to do is to, we're starting to get some nice little sparkles. Look at that. So the next thing to do, I will just see if that disappears, that little spot. Not bloody likely. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is that spot actually literally goes along the line of that white potch. So I will do just like the circuit board, really. With similar results. Now I'm only going to go up to opal, so wow. The crack has already defined what we're doing anyway, so that's good. So I'll go along here now. This is meant to be, by the way, so it cracks on a whim, really. There are only two certainties in this world: death and meant to be cracking. We'll do so at the drop of a hat. Okay, so what have we got here? The final piece of this puzzle, I think we're just going to have to slice it along that line of yuck. So, slicing along the line of yuck we go. Now you'll note that I didn't grind any of it off. And that's good news because the resulting stone here is tiny, you can see that. What that means is, if this stone gets too small, I've actually got fragments that I've cut off that are bigger, so might be able to, I'll get something out of this. And always after doing the hard stuff, you then just relax a bit and then smack into stuff. I think I'm going to work on this side, easier. And it's very close to dopstick territory as well, just to decide what side to put it on. Now I could keep going with this, but you know, get all the fragments and turn them into something, because I've got quite a few sitting around. Let me show you. So there's this piece here, of course. Yes. I think you're quite right, Jeff, and it's good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. There's this fragment here. There is this fragment here. All of these will make very small but poignant opals. This one is of a similar size, so that'll make a nice opal. That I don't think is a fragment. I'll cut that later. There's another fragment. So here are all the meant to be fragments. Oh, one managed to make it down to the bottom tray. So there we go. Have a look at all of those. What's a mess? Yeah, I'm just looking at it from an external perspective now. What I will do, however, is I'll just carve along this sand line. It cut into 3. That's an exact example of what you expect of mint to be. Alright, so these are going to the side so I can make little opals whenever I feel like it. What I'll do is I will now do this one. I'll actually clean up my screen because I really have got hopes that I will be carving my opals in a completely sealed environment. And the live streaming setup will not be a phone in the end, it will be a camera, a proper camera. And I will have my hands in the booth, but I will be viewing everything through a camera and keeping my mouth and oxygen and all that right away from the whole opal thing. That's the goal anyway. Star Trek Prodigy. Yeah, you know what? I went off Star Trek around about the time when, yeah, you know, the tardigrade one. I don't want to be one of those anti-woke people because I'm not. I'm neurodiverse myself, so you know I can do all the woke stuff, but at the same time, it's very questionable forcing issues into plot lines where they don't need to be. It's okay having them organic as a consequence of what you need to have happening on the sets, but sometimes they just sit there and they're trying to tell a moral tale when there is none to tell. Discovery, yeah. My mum's wearing an angel suit. We're making supernovas happen everywhere. That and the Klingons, the Metro Klingons, I think they call them. I will attack you because your handbag does not suit mine. By the way, I'm very weird in my outlook on all those kinds of issues. Sometimes I'm sounding a little bit more deep south than I want to. Not that there's anything wrong with deep south. I'm getting into trouble now, aren't I? Someone say something sensible. Oh, okay. That's probably because I said inappropriate things. Let me just quickly cut that. Oh, it's going well today, isn't it? Thanks for that, by the way. Michael Bay. Yeah, that's right. There's a girl in my class by the name of Peter, and I don't care that much about that kind of thing. There's also an Australian song about a boy named Sue. What helped me? Truth beyond help. Yeah, there was a song called A Boy Named Sue, and it was from the 80s, so, you know, give it a bit of a hearing. Basically, the whole plotline of the song was that the parents named the dude Sue, so he'd get mercilessly bullied, and it'd toughen him up. I don't know how that works as a parenting strategy. Ooh, look what I've done to my thumb. Can you see that? That very well nearly went into the corium. No, for the love of... Ah! It's doing this again, is it? This is what it was doing last time. What I'll do is I'll try and get it to go down. Hopefully I can angle the camera rather than zoom it. We will turn the block into a ridge. That's what we will do. If I just zoom out a little now. Yeah, you're right. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking it out for a second and drying it off. That's why I want to put a camera in here. It's also an old phone. I'm pretty certain some of the moisture's gotten in. No, it's just decided that that is the level of zoom that we want now. So let me just quickly turn it around and blur my face again. And then we shall go like that. I was trying to manually affect the zoom. There we go. I don't know what the deal is. Old technology, I'm going to have to replace it at some stage. So, here's an Opal. Yeah. What did Johnny Cash do? Now I've forgotten everything. I know he walked a line at some point. Hi, Johnny Cash. Sing a really deep song. He also did The Mercy Seat by Nick Cave, which is a bit interesting. And the mercy seat is burning, and I think my head is glowing. I suppose it kind of works, because like they're both dismal people. Ring of Fire. Yeah, there you go. How do you like that? Probably should take the microphone out and then do Ring of Fire. What I was thinking of doing was actually just playing an E chord on my guitar and then just counting in German.
The trade colors always round and I ain't seen a good time since I don't know when. Ring of fire, for the eye.
See? Perfect. Maybe he's secretly Sylvester Stallone.
I am the Lord.
Tell you what, I was in the shopping centre with my daughter and I was taking advantage of being a dad, basically. And some song came on and I just started singing it really badly in front of everybody, and reasons that escaped me, she wanted to die. Just realised no one else is giving me lyrics. Good call. Ah, dude. I always say that, like, I mean, my voice is okay. There's nothing amazing about my singing voice. Describe it as I'm able to carry a tune in a bucket. There's nothing particularly spectacular about it, and I can go wrong. So I understand why people would not want to hear the old singing voice. Now we're going to play the question of, is this opal actually going to have any flash? Or does this opal have any flash? Let's have a look. I'm just going to look at it from my perspective. Oh, a little bit of red, but it's really hard to detect. I'm just viewing it at all angles at the moment. I only saw it once. I saw a hint of green, maybe a hint of red on this side. Wait. Not having fun with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it and see if you can spot it. I very much doubt that you'll be able to spot it. But you know, this is the opal version of Where's Wally, I suppose. Or is it Waldo in the States? I'm just popping it against a lot of different angles as is necessary. So hopefully one of you has seen the colour. I'll do the other side as well, just for funs. I think that there is a bit of sun flash in this, but it is the most light. Oh, did you see that? I thought I saw some blue. It is the lamest of sun flashes you're ever going to spot. So I will polish this one up. I like lame opals. I think they're cool. But yeah, enough of that malarkey. So very quickly I'll tidy this guy up. This is just a very small green opal on a dopstick. Ah, Waldo. Simon Cowell, yeah. I feel there's something missing. I can fix that on this. At least some of it anyway. Also, that is not the greatest, so we'll carve it from that side. It's not worth putting that much effort into. It's very thin, probably need to double it. Also, it is nice, but you know, not something to, you know, sell all your possessions and grab. Now, I was hoping to have some opals here, but I got a message from the dealer, there you go, who was sending me the rough. He said he's on holidays and he forgot to put up the holiday settings. So the delivery will be later than expected. That's fine by me. Let's see if we can pop this one off. Can we do 2 drops in a row? I know I'm cheating by trying to hold it on. I think it's the vibrations are really quite nasty from the Dremel. That may have an effect on chipping of Opal too, so I'll keep that in the back of my mind somewhere. Right, okay, so what I've noticed is, let's go have a quick look. You'll see that there is a slight variation in thickness, and that's causing more issues than you'd think. Basically, that variation in thickness means that when you spin the Opal, it doesn't spin quite as easily, so it's causing headaches. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit there and put a bit of effort normalising that thickness, and if that means the Opal pops off, then so be it. It really is that important. You want the Opal to be cutting as consistently on each side as possible, because you spin them. Ludicrous speed! Ludicrous speed! We've lost the creeps, the bleeps, and the jeeps. Woo! Yeah, I've noticed that all of the equipment slowly turns itself up due to vibration, so yeah. I'm running this at ludicrous speed because the blade is quite blunt as well, so there's a lot of work going against it. And I've severely weakened the link now, just so you know, and I make no apologies. As a matter of fact, I need to weaken it more. There it goes. It's actually needed this to happen anyway, so. Really getting this right is so important. I used to not care about the backs at all, but quite frankly nowadays I put more care into the backs than I do the front. Such that it's a toss-up as to whether you're doing the back or the front. That is the best situation to be in. Not just from a values perspective, it's from every perspective. Let's have a look. Right now I'm just going to carve it from the top too. Make sure that we've got complete equity in this Opal. Still a little bit proud on the top here. Also I chipped it on the side there, that's not as big a deal. That'll go in the polish. Okay, what I'll do is I'll re-dot that Opal. Just carve that bit there. I'll re-dot that Opal. And I guarantee it'll just become beautiful. Into my dopping pile, there you go. Alright, well that was two failures? Nah, wouldn't call them failures. Just two interesting Opals. Well, that's a nice one. I'm not going to do anything with it, just going to show you. I think I'll finish that one off today. Can't see it. Oh well. No biggie. Alright. So, shall we get into some knobbling? This is going to be completely random. There is no guarantee that any of this is going to be good. So let's give this a shot. First thing I'm going to do is this guy, I'm going to take this little knobby bit off the top and we're going to play with it. Hopefully it won't fling at the camera or behind me and get lost in the grass so I never find it. So first things first, I'll just flatten that and have a look what there is. Okay. So this is our tiny little piece. Now there's nothing on the top, so what my game plan here is literally to go in from behind. Yikes! So it smacked me right in the Jats crackers. If the Americans have never heard that phrase before, not explaining it. But it also bounced into the water, I think. Oh no, hang on. Is that it? No, I don't think that's it. Tiny little piece. No, it seems to have gone. So let's go get the rest of this knobby sorted. You'd think that after actually putting everything into a fish tank that the problems eliminate, but no. I may create some kind of barrier system. Correct, Lando, that was too close. I will wipe it anyway. I might get something. Be cool if we do. An opal that owes you literally nothing, and away you go. Okay, you can see it's stratifying. I think, let's have a look at this. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the camera to catch up. So you're looking at it nicely, good. Right, I'm going to have a quick look at it from my angle. Alright, so we've got two sections of, well, we've got three, but we'll cut through one of them. Okay, so what we've got here, we've got two sections of opal. We've got a kind of a wedge of opal on this side. We've got a plane going down that direction. So I'm going to cut along that plane, cut that wedge off. If you have a look on the other side, that wedge goes really deep, so it actually creates another plane going the opposite direction. We'll worry about that after we cut this plane off. Cut below it. That was not what I intended to do, but we're just going to whistle nonchalantly and pretend that's what we were trying to do all along. So what I was trying to do all along was this cut. Okay, so what we can do is we can carve along, we'll just see what this line does. A 3D printer. Okay, I'm just going to call some victory here because I think I can see just the teeniest, tiniest bit of pathetic colour. But it's there. Yay, found colour. Woohoo! Definitely nothing to write home about. This is not the $1 million opal we were hoping for. You don't need to see his identification. This is not the opal you're looking for. He can go about his business. Move along. I don't need to see its identification. It's not the Opal I'm looking for. It can go about its business. Move along. Oh. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling particularly weak-minded today. Strange that I have not. Are you sure your feelings in this matter are clear, Lord Vader? This is just like beggars hanging back home. Ah! Got a problem. Pull out, Porkins! No, I can fix it. Ah! Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slice the lengthways along the remainder of this and see what there is. We're going to stay on target. Pull up. Stay on target. You're too close. Stay on target. Nothing. They must have hidden the plans in the pod. Okay. Sure hope everyone here other than Tom likes Star Wars. Gee, be ponderous if you don't. Clean that lens a bit. You're all clear, kid. Now let's polish this thing and go home. Gee. Could this get any nerdier? Oh dear. Okay. Look at the size of that thing. That's no moon. Okay. Here we go. Going to check it out from all angles. I'll get some results immediately. Good, I hate long waits. Just a little higher, just a little higher. You know, the Opal formed a long time ago, just not in a galaxy far, far away. You know what, we've probably uncovered a niche. Star Wars Opal cutters. Dum, dum, diddly dum, dum, Opal, dum. Dum diddly dum diddly ugly dum dum diddly dum diddly ugly dum dum diddly dum diddly ugly da 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 cut a Opal today. Come on, grind all that bad potch away. See, there's a crack here, get rid of it. Okay, I'm going to cut across this piece of sand. I don't like sand. Oh, what have you done? Oh, that's good. I stopped at that's no potch. I did read it, but I was busy on my own little tangent. Cookie grinders and engine blocks ain't no match for a good blaster at your side. And I'm starting to get worse. Sometimes my American accent breaks down. Sorry about that, guys. I feel like 1,000 nematodes all screamed in terror and was suddenly silenced. I fear something terrible has happened. What I'm doing is I'm just basically cutting along the sand, which I hate. And, oh, is it I don't like sand, or is it... Okay, I'm paying that last one, mate. If it could be polished, it could be a powerful ally. Yes, it would be a great asset. Can it be done? It will be polished or died. Hang on, I'm just going to clean the lens. Scruffy looking. Oh. I can't even believe I'm sitting there looking for Nerf herder. I'll think of it, don't you worry. Alright, so I will... How will we do this? I will actually... I will cut along the watch line there, I reckon. And I'll do that first, right? It's got a scruffy looking girth bertha. That's the best I can do. Hey, who's scruffy looking? My goodness. This is really quite complex. And brittle. I'm not entirely certain that ludicrous speed was cut out for this guy. It doesn't feel like rock.
Kissa nanti waki chubaka. Tanji pokroy.
Yes, I hear you, worshipful letter. Yes.
Adi kawawaika. Yes, kachong. Kawamuki.
Oh dear. It's the Minecrafter herself who just poked her head into the window just to see what I was up to. Yes. Yes, but judge me by my size, dear. Luminous beings are we, not this crude potch. There we go. And that's giving us a better idea of what's going on. I think we've almost exhausted supply. What's going on?
My leg was stretching and she was trying to slip onto my hair. And I was saying, don't make me doing so bad.
It's okay, because I put the cameras up and they're going, why aren't we doing birds? And they don't understand. Sorry, chatting with mine.
It's so cute. I love so much.
Sorry, this deal is getting worse all the time.
Huh?
So, sorry, my daughter's come along. We're doing Star Wars quotes to Opals.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's raining. I love the rain.
Yeah, but I don't like sand. No. I don't think she knows. I failed as the duties of father or whatever you say.
Oh wait, I have crazy hair.
You ruined my hair. I don't think she's seen Spaceball either. The chances of a successful card are 268,000 to 1. Yes, I do. Let's just come here. I think we're going to give up on this one. You asked the impossible. This one, I'll give it a try.
No! Do or do not. There is no try.
Trying not to touch the screen as I do this because bad things happen. Let's see if that works. Looking a bit better? Yeah. Olivia, did you leave the door open? Did you leave the door open and the cage unlocked? Sorry, my daughter just opened the bird cage, then closed it again, but didn't close all of the latches, and then left this door open too. Well, I've just discovered a leak in the roof here. Oh no, it's just... No, it's just because it's raining horizontally here. No, there's no leaking in the roof. It's all good. Okay, so let's have a crack at this one. I'm expecting fairly similar results. By the way, it's the middle range between the two temperatures today. It's about 22 degrees. Fahrenheit, maybe. So what have we got here? Well, that's the nematode last stand right there. What about the nematodes massing the Solus? It is of no concern. Soon the rebellion will be crushed and Skyward will be one of us. Your work here is finished, my friend. No. What? Why?
I don't think my hair wet.
Okay, so you're wearing glad wrap on a hat.
Yes.
Standard equipment is tinfoil. Mm. It's been cold for a few days. Has the ground settled for snow yet? I'm cutting off the high ground. Uh-oh. I think that is the equivalent of getting burned and limbless being left on a volcano. I'm just going to have a quick look. Cut along that axis. Cut along that axis and draw their fire. Oh, I like that one. I like that one. Just a couple of nuts leading out to a nipple. I think I've got enough material for YouTube shorts at any rate. Wonder what I could call it, like Star Wars. Can you even do one? I don't know. I suppose there'll be all that Force Lightning Ridge. No, I think I'm giving up on that one. It's impossible, even for a computer. I used to bullseye worm rats at home. They were bigger than a couple of carrots. Nobby Kenobi. Oh dear. Nobby one. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Right. Let's get this one done and give you some colour. He doesn't like you. I don't like you either. You just watch yourself. I have the death sentence in 12 systems. Oh, it's more Chewbacca, isn't it? So you go like this. Yeah, but I don't think they had the Empire in mind when they designed it, Chewie. That's confirming my theory that opals were made purely for my entertainment. Oh dear. I was thinking of the names White Cliffs, no. Minsavi, no. No. Anamuko, no. Growin and Sun will work. This will only be a doublet.
I cannot cut him. The opal is too impatient.
He will learn patience.
Much angry him. Much like his father.
Was I any different when you cut me?
No, too old to complete the cutting. If I cut it, will it finish what we began?
I'm not a cab.
You will be. You will be.
Too young to begin the grinding. That's good. Like it. The other thing that I do is I do a bit of Star Trek when I'm doing this, because sometimes I'm looking at it and I'm going, it is possible to reorient the crystal. It is possible to reorient the crystal. This modification will be in the next class of starship. That's Dr. Leo Brahms. When Geordie made his sick holodeck fantasy with her. Scary how I know all this crap. Princess Leia Brawns? I think I have seen Thumb Wars. I've seen Appliance Wars, that was bizarre. Naturally, Spaceballs. There's like this isn't a great opal. I'll probably have to turn it into a doublet. I've got some pots sitting around here somewhere. Let me have a look. What will it look like with some black pots behind it? Yeah, not too bad. Maybe even a bit smaller though. Unbelievable. Alright. Pop that over there. So, what are we going to do with this? I feel the need to put a successful opal in here somewhere. Just going to have a look at this one, because I think there is more to it than meets the eye here, and let's get rid of all these debris. I've just got nothing but, like, the potch wasn't even much to write home about. It was that bad. Oh, hang on, here's one. Like, never have I seen such an uninspiring chunk of opal. So, put that over here in with all the other bits of potch. Didn't even go black in the middle, didn't even make a good piece of doubleting material. It was just clouded
by the dark side it was. Well, not clouded at all.
What have we got here? Okay, I'm going to have to cut along here because that's where the cracks are leading. Nothing and nothing so far. So we'll try cutting here. I'm using this tiny piece of potch just to calibrate myself to what's going on with the opal itself. Okay, let's splat that against the background here and see what we've got. Okay, tiny amount of colour. Now I'm looking at it, there are cracks galore, so I'm just going to let the cracks happen as they go. I want to turn this into a luminous beam, not this crude matter. Sorry, I'm not looking at the screen at the moment because it's a bit concentrated. I'll look in a second. No, nothing there. Cutting straight through the middle. It's a little bit purple, just a little bit. Nothing. Oh well. Look, I didn't expect much out of these opals. They were just there for funsies, really. Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, this is just, not only is it not producing an opal, it's falling apart as well. I think we're done with that. Right. We are done, we are done, we are done, we're done, we're done, we're done. Okay, so what I was thinking of also doing was just quickly carving one of these guys in half. This one, got a boulder. Actually, there's a Yoa, and I'm hoping to turn it into something better. One thing I've noted is that just makes a mess of everything, so I don't think I'll be able to do slicing through boulder opals live on camera. Just looks like it's an opal, so I might do that. Anything just to quickly do a polish on. I've got plenty of opal here, it's just looking through it. Not that one. Nearly there. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to just do a nice one and then get onto the serious business. I'll see what this has got. But then I'm going to move us over to the sanding station. Just noticed a nice piece of opal just winking at me here. So I'll just see if I can get that bit to reveal itself. Yeah, it's quite nice. It was a yellow nut. This one I've successfully cut the opal off it. Got a little piece left just down here. This one will make a great present to people you don't care about very much. Okay. Oh, that rain's coming down. Alright, what else did I have over here? Laying all the canvas straps down. There they are. So I might have to interrupt this stream to build an arc. This water seems a bit redundant. Yeah. Not too bad. Whoop. Repeat device. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a quick clean down. So maybe there's going to be a bit of alright. Oh boy. Playing all the canvas straps down. Oh, my drink's in the rain. Okay. I know the view's not great. I'm just trying to move this thing. Okay, in we go. No, I've got to go this way. I can go in this way, but I've got to go back this way. How about yeah. Okay. In we go. Not this again. Alright. That'll work. Now, I'll be sitting down for this one. Yep. So what we've got is we've got a whole stack of fairly decent opal that's sitting on they're sitting on dop sticks, and I'm going to get some fresh sandpaper out. I don't usually use the fresh sandpaper, but this time around what I want to do is I want to do a combination of extra polishing and basically these stones all require a higher grade of sandpaper, but they also, some of them just need that little bit extra. So what I've decided to do is to get the fresh piece of sandpaper out, and that fresh piece I can do the ones which require a little bit more at the beginning and the ones which require a little bit less at the end. Good news is the piece that I've just taken off that can definitely be reused. I'll give it in terps and detergent and hydrochloric acid and I don't know, soil and green. Okay, that's off. This one is now on. Let's see how that water is going. Seems ridiculous me having to turn the water on in these circumstances, but you know, here we go. Right, right up. We set it to here, to there. Are we good, little opals? I think we are. On we go. Alright. So which one first? This one and this one. So this one. Show them to you in a second. The other little nuance that you get here is that this same PowerPoint turns on the other polishing set. So I've got this one here. You just have to believe me that this is a nice one. I don't think anyone's in any doubt for this one. So if I can just get to show you. Actually not looking as good as it could look. Okay. This one. Judge me by my size, do you? Oh, so the rain sound is a bit big, is it? So do you want me to just tell us if the rain gets too distracting, and I'll unplug the mic because this is a much more mild form of grinding. I'm going to now unplug the microphone. I think it looks good enough. Is that any better? Which way did it go? Which way did it go? Sorry, I was holding it at a bit of an awkward angle. I might plug it back in because the microphones might work a bit better, but we'll wait till the rain is finished. I don't think there's much going on here that Drying my hands and then I'll fix this up. Move it out a bit. Love this thing. I'm doing here is I can see a variation in thickness, and I'm trying to compensate by holding the two edges over the sandpaper for longer than normal. And hopefully when I roll these, that's looking a little bit better. It's still quite misshapen though. That's better. Now I have to look at this guy under lights in a second. I don't mind the movie shelf just at the moment, but it will have to go soon. Keep it like this for the time being, but the problem is that this will grip and fling the stone if I hold it too far away from the stone. So I'm having a quick look myself. Okay. Right, the only problem I'm seeing with it, it's just a little bit misshapen on either side. And that's possibly due to the stone thickness, I'm afraid. What I will do is I'll just spend a little bit of time just concentrating on the corners. Man, those sides are looking spectacular. Are you seeing that? Or is it not showing up on the platform? Feels alright now. Starting to spin a bit faster, so what there is feeling alright. Let's have a look. considering, it's a pretty good job. Definitely not perfect. So I just need to flatten out this side a little bit. Now, once I'm doing that, there's a bit of sparkle happening there. And I push the light is reflecting too much. Like that. Thickened it there, so let's go into the other corner here. Slowly fix the stone. Slowly. Fix the stone. Flattening out the top will actually help with that. See just a little bit of bowing in the base of the opal. I might be a bit impatient, but I want to give this the oxide treatment today, so I don't want to sit there and recheck it.
Patience for tonight, it's time to grind this one.
Okay, so I think that's the majority of the weather over with. What I might do is I might have a chat with the Bureau of Meteorology and see if there's any other surprises headed underway. And the top ain't that great. The top ain't that great. It's just got this little hump. Maybe this is a grade 2 fine, which makes polishing it a bit of fun. That's alright. At least when you polish it this way, it really does get polished level. But it really shouldn't take this amount of time to get this kind of polish done. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's looking a bit better. What's that in there? Alright. I'm not sure what you can see for these. It's a nice little opal. So I will pop it into the polishing section, but I think we'll do one or two other opals before we get to that point. I've got a few nice little ones. Got this guy here, for example. Doesn't need much doing. Got this guy here. I've decided this guy, even though it's a bit cracked, I'm just going for it. It's a nice opal, except for that cracking. So I'm just going to let it happen. Yeah, most of the issues on this one are on the side, so I'm just giving it a bit of love on that side. Then a bit of love on the face. Not the face, not the face! Now I'm just going to do some rotations because that just gives a little bit of a curved surface to the opal. As it's been reminding me for a while, wow, pretty much real time at the moment. That's cool. So I'm evaluating it through the camera, believe it or not. So yeah, not too bad. I don't think anything bad happened. Oh, the internet just... Oh, Olivia better not be... Hang on for a second. Give me 5 seconds. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, okay, so I think you'll find that there'll be an improvement in quality. Got a bit of door slamming. I may have to pay an extra $5 for internet. Just so that I can... It's not Minecraft, I'm sorry to say, it's Roblox. Tell you what, she got really cranky. I never expected kids to get cranky over the internet. When I was a child, anyway. So I'm going to have to tidy up the base of this opal, but the sides and the top, beautiful parts. Das ist der Program, ja? Haha. The program in the cleans, yeah? I always thought that all you need to do to make a good heavy metal song is just to count in German. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Possibly, how are you? Big yes. I'm pretty certain that's all Rammstein do. Schnattoli!